What's happening, world? B Marsh Boxing. What's up, y'all, man? Back at it with another boxing video. Very good fight I just watched on this undercard. These are the post-fight results. Immanuwel Aleem versus Amilcar Vidal Jr. Very good fight, In the first half of the fight, and it was a very back and forth fight. That's what this fight was. You know what I mean? Hard punches. This was a good old-fashioned classic middleweight type of brawl. Very good inside fighting from both fighters. Immanuwel Aleem, he came out strong, getting on the inside, closing the distance, him being the shorter fighter, and working the inside, throwing the body shots, the right uppercuts, and also lead right hands, But Vidal was also countering back with the body shots, also throwing they were almost kind of mirroring each other, What each other does, they try to prove to each other that I could do it even better. So the first two rounds, I gave it to the man Immanuwel Aleem. Rounds 3 and 4, I gave it to Vidal. Vidal started to walk his opponent down, didn't have his back towards the ropes, and, started to let his hands go, Especially with the body shot. That was Vidal's best part of his game tonight. His game plan was ripping them hellacious body shots. Round 5, I gave it to Immanuwel Aleem. Round 6, I gave it to Vidal. Vidal was walking his opponent down. And Immanuwel Aleem, his defense, it's not the most sound defense. And, he was taking shots to give shots back. So it's a very hard rounds to counter, to call. So round 7 was where the drama began, um, with with the man Immanuwel Aleem cruising, winning round 7. At least halfway through round 7. Then he got caught with a mean body shot. Oh my gosh. Mean, vicious body shot in round 7. The man doubled over. I thought he was going to go down. I'm surprised he did not hit the canvas. He ran around like a chicken with his head cut off, with his head cut off, try to keep his legs under him, throw back shots. Still fired back some shots, being a wounded animal, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what he was at the time. He was wounded, and he's at his most dangerous at the time. So that was around round 7. I was giving it to Aleem, but I had to give it to the man Vidal, you know what I'm saying? I thought Vidal finished strong. Um, Round 8, I gave it to Aleem. Round 9, I gave it to Vidal. And the final round, I gave it to the man Immanuwel Aleem. So this was a very close fight, y'all. Very good contested fight, especially on the inside. Immanuwel Aleem's a guy who I've seen, got KO'd viciously by Hugo Centeno Jr. I was live in the building when Immanuwel Aleem got a kind of gift decision, or at least a draw. They gave him a draw in a fight I thought he lost, versus Matt Korobov. I was live in the building for that. That fight was on the Jared Hurd versus what's his name, J. Rock Williams undercard. So he tried to show a good showcase of himself, and he did. But unfortunately, he ain't get the decision. I had this fight a draw, but if anybody would have won, if I did have it 7-5, 115, 113, I would give it in favor of the man Immanuwel Aleem. I thought he did enough to win the fight. But, I guess the judges, 2 judges had it 97-93, and 1 judge had it like how I had it on my scorecard, 95-95. So very good fight. Unfortunately, Immanuwel Aleem didn't get the dub, but he made a good showcase of himself, and best believe you will see him on TV again. All right, Be Much Boxing. Leave your thoughts and comments, and I'm gone. Peace.